1 Corinthians chapter 10. For I do not want you to be ignorant, brothers and sisters, that our fathers were all under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and all ate the same spiritual food, and all drank the same spiritual drink, for they were drinking from the spiritual rock that followed them, and the rock was Christ. Nevertheless, with most of them God was not pleased, for their bodies were scattered in the desert. Now these things became patterns for us, so that we will not lust after evil things, as they lusted. Do not be idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink, and got up to play. We must not commit sexual immorality, as some of them committed, and 23,000 fell in one day. We must not tempt the Lord, as some of them tempted, and perished by the serpents. We must not grumble, as some of them grumbled, and were destroyed by the destroyer. Now these things happened to them as an example, and they were written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the ages have come. So then, let the one who thinks he stands watch out, lest he fall. No temptation has taken hold of you that is not common to humankind, but God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted more than you are able, but with the temptation will also make the way of escape, so that you will be able to endure it. Therefore, my beloved, flee from idolatry. I am speaking to you as to sensible people. Judge what I say. The cup of blessing that we bless, is it not a participation in the blood of Christ? The bread that we break, is it not a participation in the body of Christ? Because there is one loaf of bread, we who are many are one body, for we all partake of the one bread. Consider Israel according to the flesh, Aaron those who eat the sacrifices participants with the sacrificial altar. What am I saying then? That a thing sacrificed to idols is anything, or that an idol is anything? But I say that the things that the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to demons, and not to God, and I do not want you to be participants with demons. You are not able to drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons. You are not able to partake of the dinner table of the Lord and the dinner table of demons. Or are we provoking the Lord to jealousy? We are not stronger than he. Are we? All things are lawful, but not all things are beneficial. All things are lawful, but not all things build people up. No one should seek his own good, but the good of the other person. Eat anything that is sold in the meat market without asking questions for conscience sake, for the earth is the Lord's, and everything in it. If one of those who does not believe invites you to a feast, and you want to go, eat whatever is set before you, asking no question for conscience sake. But if anyone says to you, this has been offered in a sacrifice to idols, do not eat for the sake of the one who informed you, and for conscience sake. Now I say conscience, not meaning your own, but the other person's, for why is my freedom subject to the judgment of another's conscience? If I partake with thankfulness, why am I defamed for that for which I give thanks? Therefore, whether you eat, or drink, or whatever you do everything to the glory of God. Give no offense to Jews, or to Greeks, or to the church of God, just as I also please everyone in all things, not seeking my own benefit, but the benefit of the many who do not believe, so that they might be saved.